Yasis and welcome to Vasilis Garden, folks. A bit blowy today. We're out in the orchard and I'm having a look at my olive trees and they're beautiful, aren't they? These are young trees but bearing beautiful fruit on them as well. Now, the one we've got here is a Manzanillo. Now, it's the highest pit to flesh ratio olive that you can get. Well, in fact, I think the UC13A6 has a bigger olive as well, almost like the size of a golf ball. But the Manzanillo is a very, very popular fruit variety as an olive tree. Now, olive trees, they can grow in all shapes and sizes. You can grow them tall as a traditional open vase shaped tree. You can hedge them. You can keep them small as well as a pot specimen. So no matter what conditions or situation you're looking for to grow your olive tree in, it will suit quite well, providing that you prune it on a regular basis. Now, when it comes to harvesting the fruit, about 70 to 30% ratio, 70 black, 30 green, but you can pickle them as well as a green. You can press them as well if you like that extra bitter taste in the olive oil. But these are a beautiful table olive. Let me find a decent one here. Now, don't be mistaken. Just because they're black on the tree, purpley black coloured on the tree, it doesn't mean you can eat them and pick them and eat them like a cherry. They are really bitter to taste. So that's the Manzanillo. Now this one here, folks, if I'm not mistaken, is a Verdale, but it's a little bit too pointy on the end. It's got a droplet-like shape on the end there, and it's too small to be a Kalamata. Now, Kalamata olives, there are a couple of sizes. You've got the medium size, which is larger than this, and then you've got the jumbo Kalamatas, which I haven't got one here at the moment, which I'm going to chase one down and plant one in the garden. Now, I'm betting this one's a Verdale, and I rescued these trees a number of years ago. They had no labels on them, and you can see this one needs a clean-up as well. Now, it's growing straight up, and I haven't taken the top off it, which is what I'm going to do with this, remove the bottom branches and get it to open up nicely, and you can see the amount of fruit on it. Now, the Verdale variety is a good olive for pressing, so you can make olive oil out of it there. But look, you can still use it as a table olive, pick them green, and you can pickle them like that as well. And if you don't know how to pickle them, check out our YouTube channel. We've got a lot of pickling recipes on there, especially preserving olives as well. Now, this little one here, folks, is only a couple of years old and it's already bearing fruit. We lost a couple of branches here because we're getting all these northwesterly winds coming through and the bloody rabbits as well. Now, this here is a Mission olive. These are the olives that are round, but much larger than this. So as the tree matures, obviously gets bigger and stronger and healthier, the olives will be at least 1.5 times bigger than that. A big flesh to pit ratio, and you'll love these as a table olive. Another Manzanillo here. This was a topiary once upon a time. You can see the long stem on the trunk there, and it's grown out on top. And it was a ball, a beautiful round ball, but I didn't want it for the ball, I want it for the fruit. So we're gonna work on this one later on. You can see the new shoots come up from the base here. It's gonna be a sad day when the time comes for me to prune it back down. All these suckers from the root ball have to be cut off. Now, you can propagate these quite easily. A simple technique, if you don't want to cut them off, is layering. So taking it right down, digging a hole, you can take those leaves off if you like, and cover it over with soil and then put a bit of a weight on top, and that's Cara in my face again. So put a brick over the top, and that will keep it there for a number of months, and you'll find that it'll shoot out new roots. And once that does that, you just cut it off from the end here where it's still part of the tree, and then dig this up and you'll have a little plant ready to propagate. Now, this being the rootstock will produce little or no fruit. What you need to do is take a leaf or a branch off the top of the tree and graft it onto here. But we'll do that later in the season. And with this tree here, once we harvest it, if I can muster up the courage, I'm going to cut it back down to here somewhere. Literally take it off so I can get it to grow out. Otherwise, this is going to grow up to the sky, and I don't want to be climbing a ladder to pick the fruit off this one here. It's beautiful. A secret to making your olive trees fruit is calcium. That's a secret to all olive trees, in fact all trees and flowering plants, but the olive trees in particular need lots of calcium. It's a vital nutrient for the tree that helps it keep its flowers on the tree and set fruit. And that's what I've applied on these. And the best way to get that is in our black grit, folks. Apply it every 3 to 6 months around the base, and depending on the age of the tree, you can up the quantity. So you can start with ½ kilo around a young tree that's 2 to 3 years of age, and move it up to about a kilo and a bit for trees that are 5 or 6 years of age and older. Apply it around the base. Don't do it right now, but prepare yourself for winter. So do it around July. Look, you can even put it on now, it really won't hurt the tree because it won't cause it to flower. It's just going to be there getting it ready for springtime. But definitely in July, August, calcium, which is our black grit, apply that around the base, and again in summertime, and I guarantee you, you'll be setting fruit like this and harvesting, pickling, preserving, and pressing oil as well, and it's simply divine. Check out our website, vasilisgarden.com, for everything you need. All our products are available at all good garden centres and online. From me, Vasili, Maresi.